Hello, welcome to Sermon of the Day. I don't have my normal computer, so this is going to look a little strange. I don't have the normal intro, but this is your 5-minute sermon for February 22nd, 2013, and it is entitled, Can You Trust This Book? That is, the Bible. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, we know the Bible begins with the words, In the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. And it's interesting that those are the first words that you see in the Bible because that is the foundation for the entire thing. If there was not God in the beginning, what do we have? If God is not our creator, does anything matter? I think the answer clearly is no. There are the atheistic crowd would say, well, yes, we believe there's no God. Yes, we believe there's no creator, but yes, it still matters if you do good. Yes, it still matters if you do evil because of the agreement you make within society to be a certain type of individual. Here's the thing, though. If all you have is this life and there's nothing waiting for you at the end, and there is no one ruling and controlling the universe in any way, shape, or form, then no one has the right to say that anything is wrong. No one does. Because what you are then doing is you are becoming the supreme authority for whoever you tell what is right or wrong. Now, I think if there were no God, I believe a person would have the right to tell themselves what is right or wrong. But you would never, under any circumstances, have the right to tell anyone else anything that they can or can't or should not do. It would be totally up to them. And when you think about the fact that we could leave this life, according to the atheist, and there be no God, everything's on the table. If you want to kill, kill. Why not? Darwin would have called that survival of the fittest. That person was not as strong as me, therefore I killed them, therefore I take what they have. The world, if there is no God, really should be a world of anarchy. It should be a world where anything goes, nothing is wrong, sleep with who you want, kill who you want, fight who you want, love who you want, hate who you want, be racist if you want to or not. Do whatever you want to do because there is no laws. And that's what's interesting about the atheistic world. They say, well, there's no God. But what's interesting about that is then where do all these laws come from? And I'm not talking about the laws that we have in our country. I'm talking about the law of gravity. How can there be a law without a lawgiver? There cannot. There cannot be. So what you've got to ask yourself is, do you trust the word of a few atheists? And the atheists make up a very small percent. That group is growing. I wish they were not, but they make up a very small percent. What you've got to ask yourself, am I going to trust the word of some atheists over this Bible right here? The thing about this Bible is it was written over 1,500 years by 40 men. Yet we have it completed in our hand today. It's the most widely printed, copied book in the whole world. It's a miracle that we even have this book. And the world itself testifies that there is a God. You look around the world, things work together, don't they? Plants give out oxygen, we breathe in oxygen. We give out carbon dioxide, plants need that. Everything in this world, everything in this universe, as God created it anyway, works together. The only way that can be is because of God. We have eyes that no machine can copy. No machine, no camera can focus and move and pick up images and focus on things closer or things back or things farther away like the eye can. And everything in our bodies work together. And what you have to conclude if you're an atheist is that all of this is an accident. It's the only conclusion you can make. And you can debate over how the accident occurred. You can say it was a big bang. You can say it was primordial ooze that we all came from. I heard one guy say that that life began on the backs of crystals, whatever that means. You can debate how life began, but the one thing you can't debate is that this is all an accident. But you see, if you believe in God, which, again, your eyes in the world will testify of the existence of God. If you believe in God, then you have to live a certain way. And you have to live according to His laws. So what I want to encourage you to do, if you're watching this and you're an atheist, what I want you to do is cry out to God. You might say, well, there is no God. Well, then it's not going to kill you to cry out to him. Cry out to him and see if God does a work in your heart. Because I assure you, one of these days, just like Revelation 20 says, the small and great are going to stand before God. And that's going to be the white throne judgment. And you don't want to be in that number. So I want to encourage you. Trust the Word of God. Well, that's your message for today, February 22nd. I hope that'll give you some things to think about. And I hope that you, if you're a Christian, don't be satisfied with just your belief that there is a God. Work hard at formulating sound biblical arguments to work against these atheists. We need to have our minds sharp so that we can give that answer to every man that the Bible tells us to. If you're ever in Winter Haven, Florida, please come and visit our church. We'd absolutely love to have you. God bless you, and have a great day.